we're back here on Sportsline. A wild night, busy night of lots of things going on. We can continue our discussion about NFL free agency, what the Titans have done, what they did not do, maybe what they should do moving forward from here. 737-7767 is the number if you'd like to get in on the program. Of course, NCAA brackets are out. And tonight, the NCAA women's selection show took place, and there are some notes to get to. First and foremost, UConn, no surprise, #1 seed. But the Huskies have a real concern going into the tournament. That's because legendary head coach Gino Auriemma tested positive today for COVID-19, which means he almost certainly won't be with the Huskies through the first 2 rounds of the tournament. The earliest he could possibly get there basically would be as the second round begins. So unlikely that he could be on the bench. How does that affect one of the best teams in the country, one of the storied programs of all time? Your top seeds are NC State #1 overall. You got Stanford, South Carolina, UConn. Those are your top 4 seeds, your #1 seeds in the bracket as they head to San Antonio. Of course, Selection Monday on the women's side has basically forever been a holiday on Rocky Top because the Lady Vols always make the NCAA tournament. And for the 39th NCAA women's tournament, it is the 39th time that the Lady Vols are in. They are the 3 seed in the region with UConn. They're calling it the Riverwalk region this year in San Antonio. And the Lady Vols will take on, how about this for a matchup? 14 seed Middle Tennessee, the champions of Conference USA. That game will take place Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. So an in-state battle, chance for Rick Insill and his ladies, Anastasia Hayes, one of the leading scorers in the country, to slay Goliath if they have that opportunity. A chance for Tennessee and Kelly Harper to get a tournament win and try to restore some of the tradition and luster of the Lady Vols in the postseason. And then don't forget about Belmont as well. The Bruins in the tournament for the 5th time in 6 years. Of course, there was no tournament last year anyway, but qualified for the tournament, and they are the 12 seed where they will take on Gonzaga, a very good team from out west, but perhaps not the daunting task that the Bruins have faced in the past. And we talked with Bart Brooks a little bit about that last week, about taking the program to the next step. You've gotten to the NCAA tournament multiple times. It's kind of become the expectation now for Belmont women's basketball. But at what point do you cash in on that? People are going to start to expect, okay, you've been there this many times. At what point do you need to win? At what point is the next step for the program winning once you get there? And that is the question in front of them. Perhaps their best opportunity now, because not just is it Gonzaga and maybe not a Tennessee or a Georgia or some of the teams they've faced in the past, Kentucky. Not just is it that, but it's also at a neutral site because the whole tournament is down there in San Antonio this year. So that is helpful for Belmont. Take another break, run a little bit behind tonight. But we'll talk some men's hoops when we come back after this. Stay tuned. You're watching Sportsline on NewsChannel 5+.